I think so we are gonna need now share this spectre as for there. I mean sure sir you'll be a little bit embarrassed. Sir Ghana former Minister of State having overseer or court parliament accord presented budget here. Overcast Pope last born, share pam tadia white share no conco 2 Bible verses and then as a form. Nanka was some papa we. What do I do my baby yet? But I bet you are no better church in Semu because Ghana Fontaine Samasia. And that's why I am for. Not sick on your sick or not sick to the stand, said now, for describe it, or you're terminally ill or baby watching and yes, I net yet. When you're sharing a bag bonnetti, I on the streets of New York, Washington. Obio Yarano, Obio Yarana. I see for Wakwa Tamon, Yadwaka detention center. Detention center, now American, and detention center, Papa Bio. Now, no, me call joy. Now, me the example say, Oko Florida. There is a particular one called Alcatraz. Your friend saying detention center. Donald Trump, I see Dino, and a what cage, why pana what the why is a Trump and who she had to say, just a nipper share cage him to say kula.
Out of where sign so SCA Shabium, its latest updates popping concerning a year Ofori Atta. Sisi any case in the Ekono. Utumi who say everything is clear and evident say or chini mutain. Ombe deporting. In fact, omde nbeba Ghana. Now therefore, Ghana no mode ne bano. In fact, enkomo circulate. Once a first no, na enkomo ne se umpeso munye ne questioning. Omumbisa ne die ko ekon fa so manage Ghana's economy under the Akufo-Addo government. But no de no hold tetete. Now we share the way anyoma corner Ken Ofori Atta stands a high chance say so ba. In fact, ni freedom say ye bisa question we be jaw ma wakofie no saade no nya because ade a ode aye Ghana for da Ghana for so yare nso ye chi ni ye hu so da hospital no eno kra tells a lot no no Ken Ofori Atta na nim say masem nye de into ono anga so ntumi mba Ghana o make sure so be dwane under ono ana ban government mu na rofo encommon de ebobo ba na nye easy otumu say Ghana for nsa so Ken Ofori Atta mu say in fact, with the oral, a sound for no moon speaking of Ofori Now, of one common, very interesting. Ivan Che innocent about being common there. Ivan Che innocent eating common or fire. Some MPP phobia or munim send Ukrainian near pants or Makatom when near Guso a chant to the Chagana for just recently. Yet yes, a man for Case and I can Ofori Atta crack off Fasubo minor. There's no need say Ghana for a baby said beside the questions. Now therefore, a we see way there by the accountability in him. Would this come be so obinya dear mao cra? Now ba no sha de na nipa ni ye ma on and shed down to asu ma obisa nipa ne say sika no wo manage ni sen. Na a whole person ye de Ghana sika ni national for 8 years. O catch say we have no right to question him say 8 years no or the sikani yede. Oh, I ask omo kasa nsem wani na no to mu say omenye je omunyansa wo fie nso omo from politicians. We ask need obi antumi nyepe but we obi a wo pray for to me I should know say to me no enya no pe na e pray to me nyansa so ka ho bi. Na rofo we da magile yentie common say ni esifa ko and there Ivan Che innocent a true fire now of me say one Ken Ofori Atta so omunya de ne bagana in fact onya ni freedom biom first na nke bi obeya ni freedom but have freedom opportunity no say no now the entire common what decide any day and famra
I think so we are gonna need now share this spectre as for there. I mean sure sir you'll be a little bit embarrassed. Sir Ghana former Minister of State having overseer or court parliament accord presented budget here. Overcast Pope last born, share pam tadia white share no conco 2 Bible verses and then as a form. Nanka was some papa we. What do I do my baby yet? But I bet you are no better church in Semu because Ghana Fontaine Samasia. And that's why I am for. Now no matter so be original radio so say embrabi any baby a chere say the black contact. You see this is childish, this is infantile and very embarrassing say obi a wanyini betimi akogina TV so akokasa ansem hunu no yeah even asore dem mu kra yam fa constitution and the run the koso e wa asore dem mu no say your foul say we accountant and na your foul say we your sofo panyini na wo mre so na wo kwa ubu akontan Yeah. Actually, nipa ma wu dwumadi na babedi ye no. Sorry o. Na how much more of mine? Na nipa da senenya kokodru akotena TV. And when they say this nasty stuff, some of the journalists allow them to walk free because you don't say some of these things on TV and walk free.
Public Accounts Committee, why do they go
exactly there? Because probity and accountability, transparency has always been an essential aspect of your governance system. You own people account aside everything. I can't say you own the people moral obligation, moral responsibility. Well, you fought to me more because when I win him answer. Your mouth to me because Ghana had in Eka boom no when I was through no. A privilege and honor and will be able to serve on behalf of the people. And to win yourself to me, no, nasa uwe wajuma. Yakase buakwanta, you have every right to say we buakwanta Ghana for. And all things being equal. A dear Ben is sick and for attack crime say my investigation must say na my version of the story. No, I am available, me babe chidem. Initially started here me yare no. Say a baby weird webia. Nayareno is no more part of the conversation because ya eyes enkonkoshi obi na wo yare ya no ya hwe na ya tam wo akwakwashe detention center.
Yeah,
a choice the gentleman are healthy even though say na say we are see the nipa na na we are see onyare when the didia now the me ya no say kenoforiata.
Yeah,
abra na oya finance minister na oyare chen ade bia because who nanima honhono your friend say na why so idemic nso ginagina ne tim hu na tim say wa honhono na
honfa no.
At the time he was managing the purse of this particular country, making reckless, dangerous decisions. Ghana for catches papa. Apart from the economy, no say one kasa wo yare. So I didn't see that one for Juman to at the time he didn't. He says, oh, I can't abandon my children. So why have you now abandoned the entire nation? At the time those children need you to account to them as their father, as you claim. What I say? So he has no justification for all these things that he has brought upon himself. At the air course, the tacit complicity on the part of Kenoforata is quite obvious. And in some now, by the Nippon or Monam, so more church, the Mukrano sign in 7 year time. Papa be a sort in them TV, yes, a friend, in a lawyer, yes, a friend, oh, Mura Finiding, one of the Davis, something Davis.
Davis Opoku.
No, I'm friend is something Davis. Now, I say, I have my sword in them radio, so Casa, and Casafine, and as a form, and I say, what I watch your tunes away a spokesperson for the person. Obi Floss, Casanas, if you don't have any way out. Why don't you just shut up?
Yeah.
You can declare as a man kasa, but the very moment you have no right. And on some now can you just assumptions, hearsay, and someone wanting no TV so be the amount for TV he hasn't demonstrated certain some or he has a clue about what is happening and or more demonstrated that arrogance. So for me it is very embarrassing because Kenoforata have decided say come hanoma. That is a fact. Okay. And then it's premised on the fact that he knows very well that maybe this particular way of unfolding to a certain extent he is guilty and it's the reason why he has decided not to come back to this country. So now responsibility is on the part of the state just to ensure that you never crime be as well. You never crime ha. Na yamana be siamra.
Yeah.
Enti window na eba kope enana ye looking at extradition, the last time I catch how difficult and the process and how cumbersome it is. And I Ghana for your sorry, and another window as you open a mind.
Yeah.
That window has to do with deportation because this has been revoked, and for that matter, you have become an illegal alien or an illegal kind of way in America, and for that matter, you have to be deported. So Ghana near all here the second for a tababa Ghana there, yeah, see a win-win. And that is the consolation. But also we are very embarrassing to watch. Say, or my yatima man for the money politician be a comfort. Politician baby we are na obia 7 na juma wie na emra so se brabe yi wa no na waje atum sa mema. Na wo no man no konto kwa twa manson time because abusia panyini kura no wudi a amanfo ko bu nkonta.
Yeah.
Because Ghana has a yawo mra da ho a se abusia panyini kete se we se obu akonta che nkrofo first lent sa but even abusia panyini kura no obu nkonta. How much more the finance minister of a country called Ghana? Most of the crucial decisions that happen here are more minor cut off from Munina no can be criminal investigations have been alleged, and most of them know you are a subject of interest in any of these things. But I never you are no, and I'm for quickly, and I say, oh man, I didn't try in absentia. You don't try somebody in absentia when the options now are available, you have not exhausted it. Can all for it and now on your baby or the bokuma on ye. And now the processes I didn't bano, you're not exhausted yet. So we need to go full them just to ensure, say, bring him back to this country, either dead or alive. From class, you're channeled in a bar, as you're in a bar. Now you're dinner some. Now you're sending loud and clear message to people in this present government to say, the area can Ofori and then Ochina, you're so cool, be a yasni at the Dana Daha. You should know what that's no. We will be our Munyansafua, Okwane Yada will be a or that's no, because a day beba will be back or about a year. So what crowd will be there? Yeah. So whatever Ken Ofori is going through today, no. So what more breya? That will be your future. Yeah. Somebody bet me send a loud and clear message to people out there. I'm more no yes, my Kenya and my banner with the Nyansa into the mepe. The obey biano. What's now Kunyana for 10 good years, 20 good years, and you'll be held accountable. Yeah. So that is the message that we want to send across board. So for me, I think the Attorney General is doing what he's doing, and then the other side, the diplomatic channels and other stuff, it has also been activated. I'm told the Ghana embassy in the United States of America went there to offer him a consulate assistance or see on pet. That's fine. And so for me, I think the SCA had a kind of Ratabacum her BR, I see at the neighbor. Because I guess I best set a very dangerous precedent. And Obia about mine from Bia Nakano, Rako Divano, Ram Cobia, Wabo mine cat. And that also tells you Nipa, Akufano conform, don't be mine. That is why in the Hotama Claw and Co. Every Atakane didn't answer for say Obia will be Blabuna, young Blue Kufuado. Yeah. Because the quality of people are conform the buy and never trouble about because what's a normal person on his right senses and the Yafa minister. Now we are some organic. But you are not seeing man, but I was a minimum chairman song. Which a normal person, which means that these people in their entire life, you know, Abanya Juma Crown, they've never served in any capacity. Running his private business, and when he was even a finance minister, he was running or minor like a charity organization where he didn't say Munia the Ope, not in the Google banks. Yeah. Papa Kwasindio was one of the finest business people who Kroma what dine a Kauda and there, about 10 crowns to Nante. This is the doing of Ken Ofori. Now we are some cross the same way you know we say business about minor man for we are now baby you are no then mayare and then you have people sitting on TV talking nonsense seeking to justify some of these things. For me, I think that the moral obligation is on him. And as a minor, your failure, your failure, and the other woman as well. In the case it's Ken Ofori. Yeah. You cannot speak about Ken Ofori and leave Sedinam Tabako out of it. Yeah. She's equally guilty because on Friday she has been pronounced guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. She's a convict. And on minor crime for you're dragging on so we need to do it. You understand? And I'm told say on Friday the processes are quite advanced because the federal court hearing, the clearance, everything has been done. The next thing they said the State Department will give the final destiny for her to be extradited to this particular country to continue the jail sentence. You see, yet a criminal among for politics, we say, I have no meba, Minquana Minimans no Mudi to your mamma, the pen a mayor. Obi be a common DC, a Kurabiasi DC, or to me, yes, I know the Nabra. We need to change that particular narrative. Say, we did not appoint you to come and look after yourself. Number the larger interest of the community. What I say, I'm from 1990. Can we sit here and quantify the number of people yet may liberty or more from poverty to a middle class? We can't.
We can't.
And you know what say 1990? No, they are the same names running in our politics. And the children, from 1990, Obi deposed 1990. Still today, they are still in power. So it means politics and say and because woman a benefit of money, they are not taking about the larger community. And the overcall could be as no, and then go to see or and one that see but the overall politics, no. Na bra boss someone as see na dan to turn the casa san e yere no say the abana say oh yeah no wasa yere no man ade omako go man for us now what ha Nti agi Kim no answer what Ghana now. But in any serious country you can't even do that. Because on mine our team I was one I was some your family should be there. So I remember na and then near man because papa will go through. But on mine there is no sense of decency in our politics. We see politics as a game. And I see a divide here, huh? We know Jihana, we know Jihana, ya Tomana, huh? What are some Americans? You know, at the end of the day, we are unable to look at the proper issues on the ground. And thereby emotions, Nisabia Kwasiakasa, and 40 TV, so be a Canada. The central key issues are a choke with the average Ghanaian. We live it. And kind of what issue by and you could see a certain concerted effort across the political divide. Our wrong the party for Benjamin said, and then I will be a dimasi because this is a buy a bedroom a commune 8 years. I'm for say ya from for I'm for a tree form ya lose about in this particular embarrassing faction. Bana was a woman who be a dimasi and see a srokan bra Oba Ghana Mahama and Timin Chichel so went to a to prison. He can't do that, and the Attorney General cannot do the same thing. That I'm saying sir, even President Akufo-Addo, whose post-tenure prosecutorial window has opened because with the president we are the first 3 years you can be prosecuted.
Yeah.
The president is here. When we say yatam na kwakwa prison. And about we yatam never we na na mo the campaign. Economic management team na tete pansam ya. Na some damba we na da no. But what so be a channel. But we is free working. So it is absolutely nonsense. For obi be kwakwa jire be akase kanoforata ba ye be we chance no na me te say papa be TV or be to kanoforata for say man or ba o nya fa. Why na ya chire na kwakwa prison? These are cowards who are just running away from accountability. By me, my son, na me say me ya. Oh how na say, ya say control fee, ye retwene ye we ade no ho atan na be so a. Obi anya modidi no asase esu. Because him one of my babo mo anu ni nyina o he nanim na o obi anim a. Na nim ise nkunan. Nti no ono hwetwe na say the musi ye duru na so asase esu.
Esu na be so a.
Exactly. Ye mo obi ade so wa ho atan na be so a. Na esu ye. And that is exactly what Kenoforata is doing. So for me, I think Ghana for Yama Ninya Denayan sending the red line into her going forward. Politics is no longer going to be an avenue where twisted minds will get easy access to political power and use it for their personal benefit to the detriment of the large majority of the people who over the years have been languishing in poverty. That we see a man for now who how hopeless people are. There is no future. You don't even know how to plan your life. There is nothing working for you, and the option to travel those things are not even available to these individuals. That is why you appreciate real life among for but people have gotten it so easy because politics you can easily steal and make money. And I think we need to start and end it. So I like the energy on the part of the government. Say activity here. Because Kenoforata know say the last time I met Attorney General, I told him say Kenoforata games now will play about this whole extradition process. He knows it is a political thing, so he will fight it. Then he will move to the next chapter, which is I am sick. When he begin to extradition, then he will flip to the page of I am sick. That overthrow to a realm of human rights. Obi oyare and the medical also seeking medical care. Can you force the person out of the country? It becomes and that too has to also be subjected to another court intervention. So it's a whole deal. You understand? And he knows. And that is why I lawyers a kuku dam na se forum. The last time Attorney General Kokan asa me yesu osuru ntina.
Okay.
Oh kan about entesa. Because Ghana ne your friends Kenoforata asema yekodi. Ghana mfa lawyer nko. Ghana ye new representation wo ye nya sa America will be acting as Ghana's proxy. Ye nkodi asem no America na begina mama yen. Na Kenoforata ye di nasem. Obi a wudi nasem de e so no so de lawyer abane tie nasem. Enti US acting as Ghana's proxy, then your friend is a Kenoforata with his lawyers. Enti okanchiro say Kenoforata kofa good lawyers not because of slow, but because Kenoforata is determined, vehemently determined to fight his extradition. Because on the moral lines, let me go. You can even arrange with them. Investigation, you know, so 1 week now, you can go and continue your care. You come back, every process and then the rest can continue. But to defiantly say I will not come because I am sick. Kenoforata is never sick because he was seen tracking not sick say onya sick or not sick to the stand say na man for describe say or you terminally ill or ba be watch na nya sa na tie ko ye share na bag bo na chi a onam the street of New York Washington obi oyare no obi oyare na ice for me kwakwa tam won ye de kwakwa detention center detention center na wa America na nya detention center papa bi o na no me call joy na me dey example say okọ Florida there is a particular one called Alcatraz your friend saying detention center Donald Trump asidan no and a what cage why pana what the wires atwa mpan ho hia te say nipa hye cage him te say kura nipa da sani o yes wunni your friend say legal status e wa America enti ya fa nipa te say kura na ye de wato mpa so na ye de nkansankansan atwa ompa no ho hia enti wuntimi mpie nko ba bia. So that is the how inhuman this whole thing is. And the passion box to box to say ukura.
In that of was a uti enkomo ne say ne kwa utumu say nyoma mu be tight e da make no foriata because you see how she the way nyoma kwa abrochire na wedwa ne ko ho ne se ne nkrata anya adwuma e na bebia wedru sisi a no mo diteni no e ho sa be uria dru wa ye den uchu mu tan in fact ye be bo wa ba ukrum aje bia okotwa ntora so go die duro ka so on fi Ghana okodie duro ka so of different country na okosa country no so but per the evidence ni nyoma ebobo ba no mrofo na ngazo mo so e Ghana ni na oye den ya Ghana haya no mo de no beba arofo mami fa mo si wa ha na fe die mami hu so adwen cho comment ni mu unsubscribe ya subscribe like it na share video no for